Hey everybody, this is Dead Winter Dead with another Battlefield 4 video for you. Today we're taking a look at a game of Rush on Operation Dawnbreaker. Really fun map. This is one of my favorite Conquest maps. And it plays out fairly well in Rush too. I'm running the meta class with a suppressed M416. Whenever I am an attacker, I always run with a suppressed weapon. I suggest that you do. Keeps you off the minimap because when you are the attacker, you want to try to maintain kind of a stealthy approach as long as possible until you get right on the map. There I destroyed a recon's little motion sensor because suppressed or not, firing your weapon or not, if you are within the radius of that little motion sensor, it will pick you up and ping you on the map for all the bad guys to shoot at. So remember, if you come across those, destroy them. Just takes a couple of hits with your main weapon. You can throw a grenade at it from distance. You can use your pistol. I think you can even swipe at it with your knife and destroy it. So make sure you do destroy those things. You get a little bonus for doing it. It's like 20 or 50 points. But make sure you destroy them because they are detrimental to your team, especially in Rush. Now here we just destroyed the first two sets of MCOMs pretty quick. Wrap those up nice and neat. If you can hear in the background, one of the MCOMs is still using its little, you can still hear that little screaming alarm that the MCOMs emit when they're being attacked. It's some kind of map glitch. I find it a lot on this map. Now this right here, this is interesting. Notice you didn't see the M2 slam on the ground. That guy was probably using, it's a dirty M2 trick, and I'll tell you about it right now. The M2s can be stuck to pretty much any surface, whether it's the flat horizontal surface or a vertical surface, and when a vehicle moves past it, they detonate, and they basically operate as landmines. Another way that you can use M2 slams, and I do this often when I run Engineer, is you can put M2 slams on an empty vehicle. You just stick them to the rear of the vehicle, stick them somewhere where people aren't going to notice them. Then, when the vehicle is boarded by an enemy player, and it reaches, I don't know if it's top speed or near its top speed. It won't ignite if the vehicle is moving slow. But once the vehicle actually starts moving and reaches its top speed, it explodes. So it's kind of a dirty little trick to catch guys off guard. So remember that if you're ever running Engineer and the M2s. Right here, this is the second set of MCOMs. As you can see, I circled way around. And I haven't run into anybody, but I'm stealthily approaching the B MCOM. And I'm actually surprised at this point that I hadn't seen anyone at all. I get a little surprised by someone spawning on me, have some trouble jumping over the glass barrier there, get an arm on the MCOM. I know there's a bad guy coming, but he guns me down. Now you notice my shots here, you're gonna see some weird kills. You're gonna see some things where it looks like I was dead on had a target dead to rights, but I don't kill them and they end up killing me. And then you're also just gonna see some mistakes that I made. I'm messing around with the network smoothing factor in the options settings here. I've been seeing some folks online in forums and on Reddit and on YouTube stating that if you mess with the network smoothing factor, it actually might improve your gameplay. You won't have the trading kills will go down. Getting killed behind a wall, those instances may go down as well. And I was told that the sweet spot is about 30%. Now I know that is pretty much true for the PS4. If you go into your configuration on the menu there and roll the network smoothing back to about 30%. It fixes some of the network issues and some of the rubber banding and latency issues with the PS4. I'm trying it on PC. So far, I'm actually noticing that it seems to have made it worse. Like my actual ping is fine, but I'm getting into these situations where I think that I've got somebody dead to rights. I put a ton of rounds into them. I don't even get hit markers, and they just turn around and one-shot me. Now that could be some of the bugs still lingering around, but it may be due to the fact that I messed with that network smoothing panel. But anyway, back to the gameplay. Got an Engineer up top in this railing. This is a sneaky little area to get people from above. I use it a lot when I'm playing defenders. The vehicles will come around the corner. You can hit them from above, and as you notice, that the barricades or the wall up there, you can't actually shoot through. So you can duck down. You've got plenty of undestructible cover. Right here, we're pushing on the MCOMs as well. We've already got the Alpha MCOM, the one near the bridge. Teammates arm the Bravo MCOM, and now we dig in to guard it. A tactic you can use on Rush. If you're playing in a large ticket server, it's usually better to arm an MCOM and go ahead and guard that MCOM. If you're playing on a low, or excuse me, a low person count server. If you're playing on a low person count server here, this is like 8v8 or something like that. A tactic you can use is arm one MCOM and then immediately start rushing for the other one. Because what happens is 2/3 of the enemy team, if they're actually PTFOing and they're not just camping a corner somewhere, 2/3 of the enemy team will immediately come running to try to disarm the MCOM that you just armed. Which, you know, naturally leaves the other MCOM almost undefended. And I've gotten many MCOM destroys that way. But you arm one, throw down a Claymore, take off towards the other one, and everyone else is running up to take out to defuse the one that you just rigged up. So it's a pretty sneaky tactic. Right here, this is what this gameplay is all about, or this game mode, excuse me. You notice that as soon as we got the clearance to move, I just rushed. Rush. That's why it's called Rush. Rush straight up this hill, able to catch these guys off guard, had absolutely no opposition, arm this MCOM, and in a couple of seconds, we will get the destroy. So remember, you have to move quickly on Rush. You got to move up forward. You cannot afford to let the enemy get dug in. You can't afford to let the enemy fortify their positions. And you certainly don't want to fortify your position. It does you absolutely no good to dig in on your side of the map and get a nice fortified position, because there's nothing the enemy wants there. They want you to stay away from the MCOMs. And if you're dug in your uncap, sniping from across the map, that does no one any good. So remember to keep moving, keep rushing, keep the enemy guessing, and also stick near some teammates. As you noticed, I switched over to another squad because the squad that I was working with they were just all over the place, and you know, I wanted to try to get with a bigger squad first of all, because, you know, running with 3 guys is not as good as running with, you know, 4 guys. So I switched to a squad so that we could max this squad out and be able to push and have more spawns available to us when one of us dies. Right here, using the underground sneaky passage to get to the A MCOM. Push up on it. Both of us are trying to arm it. I actually didn't get the arm on that one. My teammate got that one. Now right here, once you have an MCOM armed, you kind of got to stay put and guard it. This is the last MCOM, so I'm not worried about any other MCOMs. This is the last one, at least for this set. I'm going to pull far back. Right here, underneath these stairs, I can cover bad guys coming above me. And with the 2x magnifier, I can shoot all the way down this lane. This is an excellent killing field right here. So remember this. Arm that MCOM and then immediately rush back. Hide under these stairs. Because if you just sit near the MCOM, you can get attacked on 2 sides. If you rush back underneath the stairs, flip down a 2x sight, you now have the entire run of that lane under your control. Right here, this is another tip for this 3rd set of MCOMs. As soon as the enemy MCOMs, as soon as the last MCOM goes off, jump in this elevator. Get up to the very top of the roof using this ladder. Do not hesitate, run and jump straight off. Pull your chute early so that you can drift to the roof of the A building. Now right here, you'll see me get a little bit confused because I actually run past the A MCOM and then realize, duh, it's right there. You guys see it? Oh, okay, there it is. Now again, I didn't wait. I'm not going to sit there and get dug in. I'm not going to sit there and get dug in and wait for all my buddies and wait for this, that, and the other. I'm going to try to get the arm. Here, Classic rush mistake. This is an excellent place for planting Claymores because it's dark in this area. You can't see the wires and you can't see the Claymore. It's a nice dark area and it's right in front of those two, I believe they're restrooms or something like that. So you've got these two little dark rooms that people can just lay prone in and gun you down as you approach them. My teammates were able to get the arm. I still got the arm on the other MCOM, but as you can see, it was just diffused. Now I think, alright, the bad guy's going to be heading this way, which he is. Now, as you saw right there, I got multiple hit markers, and I actually saw his body go down. He wasn't dead. He was able to get one last shot on me and actually gun me down. That was a mistake on my part because I was watching the animation and not watching the kill feed. And I thought I had gunned him down and killed him and I was going to move on to rearm that MCOM. But again, it might have something to do with that network smoothing where I didn't get the kill, or maybe I got the kill but wasn't notified of it. But that was a mistake on my part, and it was just bad gameplay there. Here I'm able to get the headshot bonus with the Peshneg, but he actually hits me with an impact grenade. Remember, the impact grenades explode on the first thing that they hit, so he hit me dead in the chest, so I got an impact grenade dead in the chest. So remember to just keep the enemy off balance, keep them moving. Rush is a really, really fun game mode, and unless you're really, really skilled, it's a game mode where you might come out with a negative KD. As you can see at the end of this match, I come out with a negative KD, but we end up winning the match, and I had a lot of fun. So guys, remember to use the very, very far left lane, circle way around on the second set of MCOMs. The first set you really have to just push through. Circle way around left on the second set of MCOMs. The third set of MCOMs, use the underground lane, then pull back under the stairs and guard that lane. The fourth set of MCOMs, straight to the roof, off the roof, get on top of that roof, shoot the glass, get in, get your arms, get your destroys. My name's Dead Winter Dead. Thanks for watching.